Chapter 2. Not cool in the pool. Steady, you guys, one of the teens shouted. Bring it down easy, nice and easy. Nancy peeked out from between her fingers. Both the shell thrown and Deirdre were slowly being lowered onto the ground. The party guests sighed with relief. But Deirdre hopped off the throne, hopping mad. You should have been more careful. After all, you were carrying a queen's throne, Deirdre scolded. Not some tray of crabby cowls. Deirdre gave the teens one last glare and ran off to join her friends. The 4 teens stood to the side, frowns on their faces. I thought those fish hats looked familiar, Bess said. Those teenagers are waiters at Krabby Carl's seafood restaurant. The waiters look pretty crabby right now, George whispered, after being yelled at by Queen Deirdre. I feel bad for the fish teens, Nancy said. Let's tell them they did a great job. Nancy, Bess, and George walked toward the teenagers. As they got nearer, they heard them talking in lowered tones. Deirdre Shannon has been bossing us around since we started practicing, a girl was saying. She's a queen, all right, another girl said. The queen of me. Forget about it, one boy said. He flashed a sly smile. Because it's time to carry out our secret plan. The teens' fish headdresses wiggled as they bumped fists. They then turned and walked around to the side of the house. Secret plan? Nancy asked. What secret plan? It wouldn't be a secret if we knew, George shrugged. Nancy wanted to know. She was about to suggest following the teens when, Attention, kids! Mrs. Shannon shouted into the bullhorn. Please follow Queen Deirdre into the house so you can hang up your costumes. Then everybody into the pool, Deirdre cried, her hands waving in the air. The kids cheered. Nancy forgot about the teens and their secret plan as Bess and George followed Deirdre and the others. As they walked around the swimming pool, Nancy glared into the water. It was crystal clear with all the way down to the bottom. Perfect for swimming. Hey, you guys, George said, interrupting Nancy's thoughts. There's the sea monster. Nancy turned to see the kid in the monster costume. Instead of following the others, the monster lagged behind. Aren't you coming too? Nancy called. The sea monster shook her head, which was still totally covered. Oh well, Nancy said as she and her friends continued walking. Maybe she didn't bring her swimsuit. I brought 3 swimsuits, Bess said with a smile. The one under my costume, plus 2 other options. Give me a break, George groaned. Once inside the house, the kids hung up their costumes. Nancy carefully put the clue book into her bag and hung up her bag beside her costume. George couldn't wait to get out of her jellyfish suit. Hurry up, Deirdre cried. She was now wearing a bright blue swimsuit with the Queen of Sea crown. My parents have another big surprise for me outside. Bigger than the electric scooter? Henderson asked. I hope so, Deirdre said. She gave a little jump and squealed. You guys, is my super sweet half-16 party perfect or what? When all the costumes were hung on racks, Deirdre rushed everyone to the back door. Deirdre was the first outside for her last surprise. Nancy could see Deirdre's jaw drop as she stared straight ahead. Nancy followed Deirdre's gaze. What she saw was a beautiful mermaid seated on a gold throne decorated with pink and silver seashells. Happy birthday, Deirdre, the mermaid called as she waved. It's so good to see you. That's sea as in the ocean. Deirdre turned to her parents. "You got me a mermaid," she said. "Not just any mermaid, honey," Mr. Shannon said. "It's Marissa, Queen of the Mermaids. I've come to swim for you all today." "Mermaid," Marissa exclaimed, still waving her hand. "Okay, kids," Mrs. Shannon called to the guests. "Who wants to meet Queen Marissa?" Me, everyone shouted. Nancy, Bess, and George raced straight to Queen Marissa's throne with the others. Those with cameras or phones took pictures of the glittering mermaid. "How about a picture with the birthday girl?" Mr. Shannon asked, holding up a camera. He looked around. Where did Deirdre disappear to anyway? "Over here!" Deirdre shouted. Nancy turned to see Deirdre squeeze in through the crowd. When she reached the mermaid's throne, she flashed a smile for the camera. "And now," Queen Marissa said with a shake of her fin, "it's time for my spectacular deep-sea swim show." The DJ played soft music as bubbles drifted from machines. Excited whispers also filled the air as Queen Marissa hobbled across the diving board. When she reached the edge, she raised both hands gracefully above her head. "She's going to dive," Nancy said. "I've never seen a mermaid swim before," Beth said. "This is going to be good," George declared. Marissa gave a little hop, but just as she was about to jump, she froze to a stop. "Look!" Marissa screamed as she pointed down at the water at the bottom of the pool. There's a snake!" Not so cool in the pool. The scene is Deirdre Shannon's backyard swimming pool. The facts: Deirdre's super sweet half-16 party is a party of the year. A pool, treats, costumes, and a swimming show. The crime: a squirmy snake shows up in the water, scaring all the guests. The suspects: waiters from Krabby Carl's seafood restaurant, the mysterious kid in the sea monster costume, Taffy of Taffy's Topiaries. The mission: it's up to the Clue Crew and you to track down this snake slinger.